Hey, what's up, Street Talks? Eric from the Eric from Street Photography blog. So, I want to give you some practical thoughts on, just life. So, one of the things that I've been thinking about is this idea of a supreme effort of will. So, I think in life you could accomplish anything and everything if you put enough willpower. And I think this is the biggest problem about willpower is that most people don't actually think that they have free will, which means they think that, oh, everything's predestined already, or they think that, oh, no matter how hard I work, it's all going to be in vain because I cannot effect a change. It is of my belief, however, on the other hand, that we have supreme effort of will, which means that if you put the highest amount of willpower and effort into anything you do, you're going to be successful. And the reason why this is so empowering is that it doesn't really matter what your DNA was. It doesn't really matter what your nurturing was, how you're raised, because these are the things we can't change. I can't change the fact that my DNA is the way it is. I can't change the way that I was raised, the way in which I was raised. But what I could change and what I could affect is the amount of effort and willpower I put into whatever I do. So essentially this means how hard you're going to work and how hard you're going to hustle. So some practical thoughts. I think to gain more practical willpower, one of the best ways is to just do deadlifts, to go to the gym, to do powerlifting style weightlifting. So for example, 1 rep max style where you're just trying to lift the heaviest weight possible on deadlifts, squats. I'm personally a bigger fan of dumbbell press because I think it's safer than doing bench press, but bench press is fine too. Anything that could test your strength and test your willpower and just see just how strong you could get. And the cool thing with powerlifting is that it's dependent just purely on physics. It's like whether you could lift something or not isn't really contingent on other people judging you. For example, in bodybuilding is like, oh, how buff do other people think you are? It's more of like just how strong are you? Like, do you have the muscle or the strength to just lift the thing off the ground? Yes or no. So physics don't lie, which is pretty cool. Also, another tip is essentially listen to music or media which empowers you, because there's so much music out there which when I was a kid I used to call emo music, right? Music that just like really depressing and it's just kind of like black tar. It just kind of puts you in a shitty mood. So I'm a big fan of like Kanye, Jay-Z, Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, essentially people who are empowering, because I do really believe that the media you consume has a huge and a massive effect on just generally your mood, how you see the world, how you interact, and so forth. So realize that you want to listen to whatever music empowers you. So obviously for everybody this is different because we all have different musical tastes, and that's totally cool. Also, some practical suggestions too is that take bigger risks in life, which means, like, for example, if you've always had a dream for starting a business, just go out and just try it. Start contacting people, cold calling, cold emailing, whatever it may be, and take a stoic approach to it. You might knock on somebody's door, nobody might answer, and that's totally cool. But I think in life, success is really less about your achievement. It's more about how much risk are you willing to take. It's about taking bigger, bolder risks. So for example, even in ancient Greek times, when you thought about warriors, all warriors were honored regardless if they lived or died and regardless of what side they were on. And what was most respected in warriors was how much risk they decided to take and how bold they were. So realize that in life, success is mostly about risk taking. So take bigger risks, dream bigger, and push yourself to limits just to see how strong you are. Peace out.